Hi, Tamisa. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Good. My name is Colleen. I'm a licensed mental health counselor. Um, I just wanted you to know that everything you say here is confidential. Um, so this is a safe place and you can say whatever you want to say.
Okay.
So why don't you tell me a little bit about why you're here today?
Well, I'm in an interracial relationship.
Okay.
I'm Jamaican and my boyfriend is from an Italian background. And his family is prejudiced. And they have this idea about having like a pre-agreed child, and everyone should stick to their own race, and that's causing a little conflict in our relationship and anxiety and strife. And especially I'm pregnant, so that's a little bit more, stress. Just the thought of having to bring a child into that kind of environment, it's a little nerve wracking.
Yeah. So you said a lot there. Let's kind of backpedal a little bit. So you said that your boyfriend's parents have a problem with your relationship in the beginning. So how does that
Um,
must make you feel?
it's kind of sad. It's not even kind of. It's definitely sad. Because we're both big on family. We both come from a really big family, and my family is very important to me, and as well as his to him. Um, so when people who are very important to the person that you love and care about don't approve of you, not because of any specific reason besides my race, I can't help being black. So they would say, "Oh, you're a great girl. You're in school and you're doing this," but you're black, and wouldn't you rather have a black man? And little statements like that. They're very like passive aggressive people, and they always have like a snide comment to make every time I'm around.
And how do you usually react to that?
Um, I try to be as respectful as possible because I'm usually when I do see them, I'm usually at their house or their event, and they're older than me, so I try to be as respectful as I possibly can. Um, I more so address the issue with Adam because I feel like that's his parents, and I feel like that's his thing for him to address with his family instead of me just coming in, because I could say whatever I want to say in my perspective, but if he's just sitting there and letting it happen, it doesn't, help the situation at all.
Okay. So you feel as though you have more of your issues with Adam than with his parents. Okay. And he doesn't feel like there's any problem at all. He doesn't acknowledge that they treat you differently.
Um, he's aware of the situation because it's not like something that you could hide. It's known and it's a fact.
Okay.
But he kind of says like they're set in their ways. They grew up in that time where people had that kind of beliefs, and you're not going to change them. And I feel like that's wrong. You know what I mean? Because when he comes around my family and my friends, it's definitely a different environment there. We're loving and caring and compassionate and kind and warm people. And he hangs out with my family, and it's not the same. So he knows there's a difference, but he makes excuses for them because of whatever he did.
Okay. And it's important for you to have your families involved in your new baby that you're going to be having. Okay. So you said that they were disrespectful to you. How does that make you feel?
It's sad because to me, I feel like if they were saying something like I was a bad person, something like that, like I'm not educated or I drink too much or smoke whatever the case may be. And the only issue that they have with me is I'm black, and they would say if you were a white Italian girl, you'd be perfect.
Oh, so they say that to your face?
Yes.
Oh, it's very open.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, that does not sound like a healthy situation at all, especially not to bring in a new baby. And how do you feel about your baby's race and how they will react to that?
I don't think they're gonna be the most forthcoming. Um, because as I said, they definitely believe in like pure breeds, and everybody should stick to their own race, and so I don't think they're gonna be the most excited about it.
Have you thought at all about whether you want them in your baby's life or not?
To me it'll be important because his family's important to him, and to me I would feel some type of way if my family wasn't a part of my baby's life, so I could just imagine it for him and his perspective, because he wants to bring his his Italian traditions, you know, into his children as well. So, you know, I'm not Italian, so I wouldn't know all about being Italian. So I would have to get that knowledge from somewhere, you know.
Right. And so how does that, um, how are you going to handle that with your cultures and his culture? Have you thought at all about how you feel about that?
I mean, like I'm open with it. I feel like most people are multicultural anyway. It's not. To me, it shouldn't be a major issue. I feel like more so the child should be raised in love and you know, manners and respect and taught how to be hardworking and focused and all the other things we could just take, you know, from you know whatever we want to take from because he's Catholic and I'm Catholic, so that's already something that we know we're gonna raise our children as Catholics. And we both believe in family, so it's not. I don't really feel like there's a major difference besides, I guess, food and music.
Okay. Okay. So you feel as though you guys have the same core values.
Yeah.
How do you, have you thought about, I assume his parents are Catholic as well? Okay. So your values as a Catholic, actually need to love people and be open-minded. So how do you feel about them being hypocritical in that way?
I do feel it's very hypocritical because, you know, if you're a Christian and you read the word of the Bible, you're supposed to, you know, love thy neighbor, you know,
Sure.
and treat everyone as you want to treat them. That's just basic Christianity, human, you know, just perspectives. Like, you know, again, what they would say is that they're not, you know, racist. You know, they're not actively racist. Like they wouldn't not, you know, do something drastic, but they do have their beliefs. Like everybody can stick to their own. And, so I feel like because they feel that they're not aggressive about it, it's not an issue.
What do you mean by aggressive?
You know, they don't. I never heard them say like the N word or anything like that, and you know, they don't really have any too much derogatory things to say. They just, you know, have that belief that everybody should be with their own, you know.
And have you experienced a lot of that? That view in your life?
Yeah. Especially moving from, you know, Brooklyn to Buffalo, I feel that a lot more than I did before.
Can you give me some examples of that? Are you comfortable?
Yeah. Well, I went to high school with pretty much everyone. New York City is pretty much like a melting pot of everyone. So like I went to school with Middle Eastern people, Caribbean people, white, you know, Black, Hispanic, and you dated whoever you know you were around. And then you come to Buffalo, and then people like a little bit more segregated and to themselves. You could definitely see the difference from being in New York City to a smaller city like Buffalo.
Definitely. So it sounds like you're in an advantage for your child, you're in an advantage as well from your viewpoints and the way that you view race and how people should handle each other. So yeah, maybe moving forward we can get your boyfriend in here and we can kind of try to figure out how to address his family and their issues, because it sounds like it's their issues, not your issues, right? So, yeah, would you feel comfortable with that?
Yes.
You would? Okay, what is his name? I'm sorry, I didn't ask. Adam. Okay, yeah, we'll get Adam in here and we'll try to take care of it.
Okay.
What do you think this one is? Where is it?